You know what? This movie gave me something great. It fills a hole in my soul that can't be filled by anything else. And to that, I owe it the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to show you this sick as fuck Batman popcorn tin. Ugh, I'm a sucker for red and black. Anyway, let's all avoid the snowstorm outside and descend into madness as we review Roland Emmerich's newest explosion wet dream, Moonfall. So what do you get when you combine 3 tons of sarcasm, a healthy dose of wake the fuck up, and a lot of single men sitting alone in a theater? You get a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oof. But does this movie deserve it? Only partially. Let's start with what everyone is really here for, the action scenes. They're actually pretty good. You get a really wide variety here. Natural disasters, fighting in space, it's got it all. And I was actually surprised how well paced and designed the space action was. I mean, clearly, someone in the graphic design department really had a field day with this movie. Ha! You've fallen into my trap. I bet you didn't even notice that this frame isn't from Moonfall. It's actually from Independence Day Resurgence, another Roland Emmerich film. It just goes to show that a lot of his action scenes can look the same. I'd say Moonfall is pretty unique though. Unique in its sheer lack of grounding in reality. I mean, some of these action scenes are so ridiculous, just talking about them doesn't do them justice. Roland Emmerich truly does not give a fuck about reality. And I'm here for it. So if you're coming to this movie to see some cities get destroyed, this is a night on the town for you, my friend. Specifically, the shots of asteroids hitting mountains really blew me away. There's some good power behind those impacts, a lot of good shockwave sound effects, which leads me to my next point, the sound design. I don't think I've ever talked about the sound design of a movie before, if you're not counting the slide whistles in the Ice Age spinoff I talked about last week. But the sound designers in here killed it, and I mean really killed it. It's something that you'd expect to just be like, okay, but there were some really unique tones in this film. The sound design for the aliens was cool, it was all very distinct. As far as I can tell, the sound designer is this guy. Can't say his name, but man, I love you. Between this and some gorgeous shots of the Earth, you gave me what was probably my favorite thing about this movie. That is to say, it's kinda all downhill from here. Let's just get right into the story for this thing. I mean, be honest, no one is really expecting Moonfall to have a super complex and clever story. You have to go into these things not expecting much from the writing department. And that mindset is true for Moonfall as well. The story is simple. The moon is falling to Earth, and Ocean Master here is gonna stop it. Seriously, if you put this guy and the guy from King of the Monsters in a cage match, it'd be a draw every time. They're the same goddamn character. Both unreasonable assholes until the last 5 minutes of the movie when their ex-wife is in danger. Just predictable. I mean, there's not much more complexity than that. Sure, some characters are exes, some are rebellious sons, etc. There's a decently wide array of characters here, but Roland Emmerich movies are kinda all the same. They have an A plot and a B plot. One is the sci-fi action that we actually care about, and the other is just humans unrealistically escaping situations. This story structure is consistently not clever with his films, and it's a bit tiring. There is one part of the story I'll give him credit for though. There's a pretty well executed twist in the movie. I won't give too much away, but it's something similar to Independence Day 2. A similar concept, but it's pulled off way better here. A Roland Emmerich twist is usually about as subtle as a semi-truck, but in Moonfall, they don't allude to it too much and it's only a little bit. So I appreciate that, even if the rest of the story is bland and straightforward. And you know what? The pacing is super wonky. For the first 10 minutes, the speed of the film is decent. But after they find out about the moon's shifting orbit, they're just like, bing bong, you're going to space in a rocket driving through a tsunami. And this movie does have sequel bait as well, but it's so half-assed. I don't even think the director wants to come back to make a sequel to this thing. What can I say? The guy doesn't really do sequels anyway. So the operative question remains, and it's the question I really wanted to set out to answer when I went into this thing. Does fun CGI action alone justify a movie's existence? Conclusion? No, it doesn't. This might get a bit negative for a second, but it's something we have to talk about. Good CGI action doesn't justify a movie's existence. As an outsider who's watched the theater industry die, movies need to be better if they want to survive. This movie's only real value is the action scenes, and pretty soon that'll be able to be replicated outside of a high-budget action movie. To say that these kinds of films are justified based on action alone is accepting that the genre will never evolve, and it's accepting that the movie is good enough. You can have these great action scenes and a great human story, you just choose not to. This movie isn't bad, it's just a reminder of how much potential is really being wasted. Don't get me wrong, this movie is all kinds of imaginative, but unfortunately, that's not enough. At least that's what I think. Whatever, I'm still waiting for the day Roland Emmerich releases another banger of a movie. And when that day comes, I'll be first in line to see it. Unfortunately, I don't think Moonfall is all that. So let's tally up a quick score already. Story wasn't great, I'll give it a 7 out of 20, saved by that good twist near the end. Sound design is an 18 out of 20, really blew me away. Literally. I'd give action a 17 out of 20. Most of it is really good, but you can just watch those scenes on YouTube in a few months. Thanks, movie clips. Rewatchability is a 5 out of 20, because I'm not counting those YouTube views. I probably wouldn't watch this again for a long time. Lastly, we have the visuals. Actually pretty dynamic and interesting. Beautiful landscape shots, really colorful. That gets a 17 out of 20. So out of 100, Moonfall gets a 64. Okay, not quite the stinker that Ice Age 6 was, but not fantastic either. The sound design and visuals saved you on this one. So that's my review of Moonfall. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and thank you for the support on my last video. I really didn't expect those numbers. I mean, for God's sakes, I would have started talking about trash movies way before this if I knew you guys liked it that much. And lastly, I want to thank my brother for watching my videos. You're awesome, dude. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. You're the best, and it's because of people like you that I love making videos. Write in the comments which outfits Candle should wear next. They can be original or taken from pop culture. And go follow my subreddit for video updates, frequent polls on video and outfit ideas, things like that. And if anyone wants to collaborate on a review or video essay, hit me up. Subscribe to this channel for more TV and movie reviews and news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.